everyone. This is the Crimson Cure, welcoming you to the Crimson Tower, a place where we keep a feminine foot on the neck of the gynocracy, feminism, and black male misandry. So go ahead, pull up a chair, stay a while, and listen.
For over 2 decades, we focused on one philosophy, the 10 life values. A system that helps us examine our lives, our vision, our leadership. Our products and our services are exclusively for men, all men. The ones who teach and mentor our kids, maintain our livestock and grow our food, make and repair our products, saves us from catastrophe, and protect our nation. The 10 life values are woven into every product and service we create. Because at the end of the day, our vision is to see all men from every community equipped with the appropriate processes and the necessary tools to be excellent fathers and the best version of themselves they can be.
Hey, my Crimsonites, how we doing? How we doing? It called itself and got chilly today. It's been 78, 79, 81, 82. Now it's like 60 degrees. It's 60 degrees and raining. It's chilly. It's gusty outside. Chicago is schizo when it comes to the weather. Hey, who we got in here? We got Father's Time, we got Bishop, we got Quentin, we got TLC, we got Cool Gent, we got Cynical Optimist, we got Third Ward. How's everybody doing? We gonna talk about some stuff today. We are going to talk about some things today. We gonna have some frank discussions. Hey, Miss Audrey, we gonna have us some frank discussions today. Why black women are no longer worthy of protection and leadership. There are some very specific reasons that we are going to talk about today. Hey, Black Jerusalem, how you doing? And we gonna talk about them, and somebody might get mad, but that's okay. Mad ain't never, hurt you. Sure, you been mad before. Hey, AB. So I want to first shout out Sheep Stay Sleep for covering this topic from a man's point of view. Thank you, Chubby Chase. Hey, Don. From a man's point of view about vetting and leadership and vetting women. But we're going to talk about it from a woman's point of view. And the four main areas that men consider within this process is time, toll, trouble, and threat. Time, the toll, as in the cost, like a toll road. The cost, the toll, the trouble, and the threat. Okay? Because we got a lot of sisters that's running around here today that don't, quote unquote, understand why they're not being chosen by the men that they really want, why they being avoided, why they only ending up with men that don't vet them properly, that's got those 4 things way out of whack, and they end up disappointed, they end up disgruntled, they end up bitter and angry and dissatisfied with the men that they end up with. see, women like Erica Mena, she's not worth anybody's time. But a woman that's not worth the time was getting paid the toll. Her trouble was being put up with. And the threat of her is now come to fruition for Safari. See, she wasn't worth the time that it takes to get to know a woman well enough to marry her. She had no marriage market value because she had bad personal market value. That's number one. Erica Mena's attitude stinks. Her belonging market value was also trashed, as was her friendship market value. Nobody like her. Couldn't nobody really get along with her. She wasn't worth the trouble of going everywhere and being super confrontational, and then now he got to try to step up and be a man and protect her and all this kind of foolishness. And the threat that she wields, as pretty much every woman in this country wields, I can divorce you and take what you got. Now she's wielding it. It's not a threat now, it's a promise. So let's start out, ladies, with the time. See, a lot of y'all ain't worth a man's time. And the main reason you're not worth a man's time is because you don't take time. You're not worth your own time. What am I talking about? You walk outside not presentable. You walk outside disheveled. And for whatever reason, you don't think it's nothing wrong with showing up outside with a bonnet, pajamas, slippers, dirty t-shirts, no bra. Hair ain't combed, face ain't washed. When I was coming up, poor and all, thank you, Malika, poor and all, we was poor. We didn't have nothing. We had no money. My mom and daddy didn't have no money. Thank you, Miss K, for the cash app. For whatever reason, the cash apps are not giving me notices. So I have to, if I miss you, please believe that I am not trying to disrespect your hard-earned money and your generosity to me. But for whatever reason, I can't get Cash App to give me the notices. So I'm having to kind of go to it and just look. So I thank you for anybody who sends a Cash App. But let me get back to it. Oh no, I only do cornmeal on the fish naan. You're not worth your own time. When I was coming up, we was poor. Me and my siblings and stuff like that, we ain't had nothing. We was living in the hood on the west side of Chicago. We didn't have the best clothes. A lot of times they wasn't even new clothes. But I tell you one thing, when we stepped outside that door, we wasn't dirty. We wasn't stinking. And you know, going out to play, mama combed my head. Made sure that at least starting out I had clean clothes. And that kept up on into my adulthood. How you doing, Miss Sherry? That kept up on into my adulthood. When I step outside that door, I am put together. And you better believe it. Thank you, Eric. So you didn't have money, but you had dignity, which is something our community has lost. And we have. Especially the women. The women have lost all dignity and self-respect. When did we lose so much self-respect that we don't even come outside with your hair combed and presentable? You know, that's what the old folk call it. You got to be presentable when you come outside. What is with that? Why do y'all don't come outside until y'all trying to hook some man? Then you put on a whole costume, a wig, makeup, nails. Then you put on a costume. Then you will get on the internet and in social media somewhere talking about the men don't like when we natural, because when I came outside natural, ain't nobody talk to me. That's because you was nappy. You came outside disheveled is what happened. Tell the whole truth. I'm just running to the store, and you would do that in anything. First of all, you are a representation of you. When you go outside, you are representing you before you representing anybody else. And this is what you think of yourself. You come outside any old kind of way. And then you want some man to take time out to try to get to know you and talk to you. You didn't even take time out to wash your face good this morning. Knock it off. You won't even take time to brush your teeth and gargle your mouth out with some Listerine from last night's trysts. You still got that dude's essence on your breath. This is how you know ain't none of y'all got no daddy. And your mama ain't worth 2 dead flies. Because she didn't teach you and tell you how to put yourself together as a woman. If you're a teenager, she just let you out like that. And if you're grown, because I see grown ones like that. It ain't just them teenage girls. I see women in their 20s, nearly in their 30s. Coming outside, ain't got no business outside with them clothes on, them house clothes. Them is house clothes. It is a difference between outside clothes and house clothes. I have house clothes. These is house clothes. What I got on right now, because I got on some leggings and a little shirt up under here. And these is house clothes. I would never step outside with just what I got on right now. I would never do. You would not catch me doing that. Because first of all, I represent Kendra D. And Kendra D got to be represented right. Hello? When I step outside, folks got to understand. I look like I done hit soap and water within the last 12 to 24 hours. My breath ain't stinking. My eyes ain't crusty. I ain't got on clothes I've been wearing for 2 days. Look like you just rolled up out of bed. You just roll and go. Y'all heifers is rolling and going. And that's the nastiest thing for a woman. That is so nasty. To just hop up out of bed and hit the world. You ain't took no time out to get yourself together for you. Your kids ain't put together. They nappy headed and snotty nosed it. I wish I would have stepped outside looking like who done it and what for. And my mama catch me. If my daddy had caught it when I was young, he'd have took me right to mama. What is this? You let her go outside like that? Why she ain't together? What's going on? You don't let my baby go outside like that. I don't care what I'm doing. I can be running around the corner to the store and right back. Don't you know that I am put together? Ain't nobody saying you got to dress to the nines every time you step out your door, but you need to be clean When I say put together, when I say presentable, I mean if somebody was to run up on you with $1 million and say, I'm handing out $1 million to the first woman I see that's well put together with a hair comb, you are SOL because you got a bonnet on. You will miss your blessing for a bonnet. And don't get it twisted. I got scarves and bonnets. You know what they for? When I go to bed. I done did my hair and set my edges and all that. And I put me a little scarf on and lay down. I'm not going nowhere with that bonnet on. I'm not even emptying the garbage with that bonnet on. Do you understand that? I don't go down and check the mail with that bonnet on. I'm not hitting the outside where other people's eyes can see me and I'm not put together. Even in my house clothes that I got on right now, I look better than y'all hitting the street and I'm sitting in the house. So you don't take the time. You don't take the time out to do anything for yourself that's worthy. You don't take the time out to learn anything. You don't take the time out to know anything. You don't take the time out to become a better woman. So why should a man give you this inordinate amount of time and spend all of this energy on you, trying to make you his woman, and you don't even care about yourself well enough to show up in the world cleaned and washed and like somebody can come talk to you, like you belong to somebody. You don't even belong to yourself. Y'all just come outside like wild little dogs, like little prairie dogs. They just ain't got no home. Ain't got nowhere to be. Don't belong to nobody and nobody wants you. And you come outside thinking everything is cool. You go to work this way. Not only do you just run to the corner store or just sit on the front porch, it's a lot of y'all head off to work and you wonder why your job wasn't essential during C-19, because you can show up in it with dirty clothes on and your head uncombed. Talking about they discriminating against black hair. No, they just discriminating against your hair is unkempt, not because it's natural, but because you didn't comb it. Okay? Don't feed me that. Don't give me that. That they just discriminating against your hair because it's natural. First of all, it ain't enough of you that come through natural. Let's get that straight. It's not enough of you that come through natural. And all of the women that I know that wear their hair naturally do their hair. Because if you're not wearing a lot of weaves or a lot of stuff like that, you got to do your hair. It'll fall out your head. You don't take the time out to do anything for the betterment of yourself. But you want some man, some high value man to come along and give you the time that you don't take for yourself. That don't make no sense. This is why you can't get them to do it. Any man that know about the value of his time, understand that he should not spend it on a woman that don't value her own time. You don't value your own time. You waste it smoking weed, getting high, drinking, trying to party. You're my age, trying to recapture your 20s and all of that foolishness. You spend your time unwisely. You spend your energy unwisely. You spend all your time and energy arguing and in some type of chaos or in some type of foolishness or trouble. We gonna get to your trouble. And then you will have the unmitigated gall to want some man to pay the toll to be with you. To pay the toll to be with a woman that will not even see after herself or her children if she got any. Thank you, Sheep, for the Cash App, sweetheart. You will not even do anything for yourself. And you want some man to come along and pay you to be disheveled and unkempt and just not ready. You're just not ready. You want a man to spend money on you for things that you would never spend on yourself because you spend money unwisely, don't you? You don't pay the proper toll for your life. Some of you won't pay your rent. Some of you won't pay your bills. Some of you won't take care of the household like you should. Some of you still live with your mama because you're too inept to go out on your own and do anything. But you want some man to come through and spend all kinds of money and take you out and take you this. And there's no man that know the worth of his time. Because if he know the worth of his time, then he know the worth of his dollar. And he not going to spend it on a woman that not even worth it. You have not been worth it. You want this man to spend money on you, but he can't spend time on you because you're so unpleasant. You're not a joy to be around. You a drag to be around. Because all you want to do is snip and snipe at him and say witty little remarks that you think make you look cool, but it really make you look goofy, and it really makes him think, I don't want to deal with her. Because you think snipping and snapping and what? You think that stupid stuff makes him want to deal with you. Because you listening to too much Cardi B. Talking about you gotta argue with him because you know he like a toxic chick. You listening to too much Cardi B. You need to get her up out your rotation. Because she got you, her, and life all messed up. You think getting in his face, doing all this kind of that turns him on. Not no man with no sense. That only work with maggles. Men that don't know the value of none of his time, none of his money. That's why he give it to you. Because he don't know the value of the hard work he put in for his money. That's why he's willing to give it to your crazy self. And he can't even spend no time with you that don't involve smashing. Because of your attitude, because of how you move. You know that's tied to your personal market value, don't you? The fact that whether or not he can spend time with you outside of the bedroom and have that be pleasurable time and time that he see value in and benefit in is tied directly to your personal market value, because that's depending on what kind of person you are. That depends on what kind of woman you are. If you are obtuse, argumentative, smart mouth, he don't want to spend time with you. And your obtuse, smart mouthiness is your personal market value. This is why you're not getting chosen. It's not a mystery. This is not a mystery. You want some man to spend the toll to be with you, but that all depends on your belonging market value. How have you belonged to other people? And do he want you to belong to him? Because I'm going to tell you this, while y'all trying to finesse these dudes for money, it's not even necessary to finesse a dude for money. Because you know why? Y'all want to know why it ain't necessary to finesse no man out no money? Put a 1 in the chat if you want to know why it's not necessary to finesse no man out no money. And the men can confirm or deny this. But I'm going to tell y'all ladies why that's not necessary. It's never been necessary. It's only necessary for gutter snipes. And I'm going to tell you why. Only gutter snipes have to finesse a man out of money. Because I'm going to tell you from experience, don't no man that mess with you the long way ain't going to spend no money. I don't know no man that don't mess with you the long way that ain't going to spend no money. I ain't never had to just beg and ask and beg and ask and beg and ask for no man to give me no money. I ain't never had to manipulate and lie and figure out what kind of story I'm going to tell him and figure out this and figure out that to make him give me no money. I ain't never had to do that. Even little dudes that ain't really serious about nothing. They'll come up with some money. I just want you to have this. I like you. I just want you to have this. You ain't got to finesse no man out no money. I ain't never had to finesse no man out no money. I had to lie to get no money. Because any man that mess with you the long way is gonna give you some money. He gonna spend $1 on you. Because he wants you and he like you and he wants you to stay around. So he gonna spend $1 on you. He not gonna sit there and just withhold all the money and he don't give you not $1. He won't give you 2 nickels to rub together. If you gotta finesse a man out of some money, that means you are a gutter snipe. You got to convince him to give you something because he don't really like you. He like that little thought box. He figured that. But he don't really like the gutter snipe attached to it. So you got to come with some finessing. You got to convince me to give you some money. Why? Why I got to give you some money? For what? What you want the money for? For what? I don't have men ask me that. Not in a way where they don't believe what I'm going to say. Like they think I'm lying about what I'm going to do with it. When a man have ever asked me, what you want the money for? It's always been like, out of curiosity, I'm going to give it to you. What you going to do with it? Oh, I was going to buy some clothes and I was going to buy, this and that. Oh, okay. Well, all right. Well, here you go. I ain't never had no man give me the beady eye. What you finna do with some money? Why I gotta give you some money? I ain't never been at the 3rd degree. That's because I ain't no gutter snipe. And I ain't got to convince him to give me nothing. He giving it because he want to give it to me. He gonna give it to me anyway, whether I ask for it or not. Yeah, see? Or to give me more. Well, what was you going to do with it? Well, I only needed like $150. You don't need more than $150 for that, beloved. Huh? That's what they do. That's what they do. No. Shut up. Take it. I want to see it when you get it. I want to see them clothes when you get it. You going to show them to me? All right. Oh, okay then. Have a good time. Am I lying, brothers? That's the toll. So you got to be worth the toll. And you know you worth the toll when you worth the time. And you worth the time when you ain't got to beg for the toll. You worth the time when you ain't got to beg for the toll. Because he willing to part with a few of them dollars for you. He know what he did with the money. He know how much he want to give you and all that. So again, I'm going to reiterate it. You a gutter snipe if you got to always find yourself in a position to try to finesse and lie and manipulate some man out of a couple of dollars. Hey, Ray. Say, nope, you ain't lying. Hey, how you doing? Thank you, sweetie. You a gutter snipe if you got to do it. Thank you, Miss Sherry, for the cash out. You a gutter snipe if you got to do that. Just know that your personal market value is in the toilet if you constantly in a situation where every dude you deal with, you got to try to, you always got to bust it open. He don't give you no money. He don't give you no money without a service immediately preceding. Not services you rendered 3 days ago. That doesn't count. You're going to have to render services every single time you want some money. Women of value don't have this problem. I have never had that problem. Matter of fact, there have been times where I've been told this money is not for nothing else. I'm giving you this money because I like you. That's the only reason I'm giving you this money. It's not for nothing else. I'm not paying you. I'm giving you. Because payment means there was services rendered. Give is a gift that somebody want to give you. So if you running around here getting paid, that means you offering goods and services. Women of value don't get paid. We get gifts. We get men that want to pay that toll. He has already assessed that we are worth his time and therefore worth his money. He has already assessed that about you. So the money is a gift to you. That's just something he want to give you. He want to see you smile. He want to see you with something nice. That kind of thing. He not paying you for anything. Because again, payments indicate goods and services have or need to be rendered. You pay prostitutes. For all y'all that run around here and think your sex renders a bag. You getting paid for good services. He don't like you. That's why he demand you do something. Throw babies. Every time he give you $1, he got to deposit some throw babies. Every single time. Every single time. It don't never fail. Try him and sit on it. Try him and sit on it. Try to go over there and just ask him for money and act like you ain't finna break it open. Good luck with that. Give you some money for what? What you calling me asking me some money for? Well, what you gonna do for it? What you about to do? What you gonna do for it? You got time to come over here? Because if you come over, you got to come over and get the money. I'm not sending it nowhere. You got to come over and get the money. You know why? He ain't finna quick pay you that money. Because you ain't do nothing for it. Women of value that is really worth a man's time is also worth his money, the toll. And this he does without need for you to try to manipulate him and get him out of it and lie about it and all of that foolishness that he know is lies anyway. You turn him off with all that manipulation you trying to do. Which leads me to the trouble. You are not worth the trouble. What is your trouble? All of them issues that you have that don't got nothing to do with him. And y'all got too many of them. Namely, you birthed out a lot of your trouble. Hello? A lot of y'all have birthed the trouble. Because if you got kids, he got to think about that. What is the age of them children? Are they little enough for me to be the authority? And if they too little, you still dealing with that daddy. Don't come to me with no 1-year-old. You still dealing with the daddy. I ain't with him no more. Right. And the moon really is made out of cheese. Isn't it? You're not worth the trouble because you got too many troubles. Not only the single mother, you got mental issues, you got depression issues, you got bipolar issues, you got all kind of other issues. You can't get along with your family. You can't get along with nobody. And you want to be able to drop these things at a man's feet and make him sort them out for you. Thank you, 3M. You want to make him sort that out for you. Some stuff that you, again, don't take time out to do for yourself. You won't straighten out your own issues. You won't even see to him. You won't even look at him. You just want him to come in and swoop in and be Superman and fix it. You want some man to make you happy when you are miserable on your own. I got news flash for you, sisters. Can't no man come in and make you happy. You have to have that within. You have to have a sense of contentment and being pleased with yourself within. It's called self-esteem. Can't no man come give you the self-esteem that you need. You have to find it. He can't find it for you. He can't do that work. Now, he may try to inspire you to do the work, but that's the best he can do. Even the best leader, that's the best he can do, is come in and then try to inspire you to do the work. You do it. Because good leaders are inspirational. They're motivational. So he'll be there to motivate. He'll be there to inspire. But you have to do that work. He cannot inspire you and then come do the work for you. That's not how this goes. So all of them issues that you want to drop at his feet and he's supposed to wave a magic wand and get rid of them for you. And if he don't do that, he ain't ish. That's not how that go. At all. You have to do your own work. You have to see to your own troubles. And that means going to the 10 life values. You're the one that has to see to your spiritual value. He can't do that for you. You're the one that has to see to your health. He can't do that for you. You're the one that's got to deal with the dynamics of your family. He cannot do that for you. Your appearance with them dang on bonnets. You have to think enough of yourself to have better appearance. You have to think enough of yourself to have better dwelling. He cannot do these things for you. Now, he can try to inspire you and stuff like that and try to set you on the right path and try to set you in the right direction. But ultimately, it is up to you to decide within yourself that I am going to do this work, whether this man stay with me or not. I have to do this work for me. But everything that women nowadays do, nothing is really for them. Everything is geared towards manipulating some other person or some other entity to do something for them. That is where your problem is. Because you don't do anything for you. You just try to manipulate situations and circumstances and the people around you to make them do stuff for you. Exactly, Father Sam says she needs to decide if she's going to be masculine or feminine, follow a man system or the system of white survivalism. Exactly. You either going to bring yourself under order or you going to continue to be chaos. And that's really what the trouble is about, because your trouble is your level of chaos that you're going to bring to this situation. And let's be clear, even a lioness is going to bring some type of chaos because that is our nature as women. But the difference is, first of all, what kind of chaos this is. And secondly, whether or not we are willing to bring ourselves under the order of a man with leadership so that he can think and say, she is worth the trouble because I can contain it. She's not so out of control that she is not only chaotic, but she is also unwilling. She is also she's not cooperative at all. When it comes to this, every type of guidance or leadership I try to give to her, she rejected on its face. I'm not going to deal with that. So we have to be willing to bring the chaos under a man's order. That's how he's able to look at the trouble category and say, I can deal. Or he'll look and say, no. Oh, no, I'm not dealing with that at all. I'm not doing that at all. If you think I'm about to spend all my time, energy, money, life dealing with that, no. And last but not least, the threat of you. In this country, women are a threat, whether we want to wield that stick or not. I may have to cut this short. Some other stuff is going on. But I'm going to see, can I get through this? Hey, Zion, the Don, thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Zeke, for the cash out. The threat that this country has allowed women to be is that at any time I can call, hey, Mr. 1950, at any time I can call the police on him and get him in trouble or get him killed. At any time, if he marries me legally, I can divorce him and take his money. Even if we just cohabitating in some states, I could get something out of him. Put him through child support, put him through the ringer, put him through whatever. I can put him through whatever, and I'll pretty much be backed up by this system, by these institutions that are geared to go against him in the first place. That's a threat. It's a threat whether we want to be that threat or not. I have the power to become a threat to a man. I just don't want to. You little Roman callers, y'all are threats. I tell you what else you do that makes you a threat. Not following no orders, going around planting seeds and being manipulative, and then thinking that he's supposed to come and protect your honor. You go out, you flirt, you flounce, you do all kind of foolishness that he's unaware of. And many of the time you don't tell him that you've gone out and said or did whatever. And he just walks into traps that you have set. You are a danger. You are a threat. Because it's a lot of y'all to be with a man and then go somewhere and ask another man for money and this and that. That sets your man up. That sets him up. A lot of y'all set men up to get jumped. Y'all set them up to get shot. Y'all set them up to be killed because of the lies you tell. And this is not even just the men romantically that you deal with. You set the men up in your life, your daddies and brothers up, because you will go outside and act a fool, show as the day is long, and then you will come back and tell him somebody messing with you. Now his honor as a man is on the line. His honor as a man is on the line now. Now his masculinity and his manhood is on the line. Now he got to defend that and you. He'll come charging out of somewhere like a bull in a china shop and get hurt. Come to find out, you was messing with somebody else. You were messing with them. They weren't messing with you. You somewhere running your mouth. Reckless. Somewhere reckless with your mouthpiece. And now your man got to come clean that mess up for you that you have made in these streets. If you want to still be for the streets, go out there. But no man that know the worth of his time, that know the worth of the toll, that know the worth of whether or not he want to put the trouble up for you, he know whether or not you're going to be a threat. And he's not going to deal with a woman that is a consistent threat to him, that consistently puts him in positions where he has to challenge, or where he can be hurt, or whether that's physically, or whether his finances is in trouble, or whether his businesses are in trouble, or whether his connections come into trouble because of you. Because you don't know how to act, or you refuse to act the right way. You refuse to do the things that he needs you to do so that things can go smoothly. You a threat. So with that, I'm going to start wrapping this up, but you a threat. You have not been worthy. Excuse me. I don't know why this want to keep coming apart. You have not been worthy of protection and leadership for a very long time because you are not worth a man's time, toll. You're not worth the trouble, and you are a threat. This is why you lonely. This is why you call into that other show trying to get a high value man, trying to get a high value Jonathan. Because those are the only men that'll pay you a toll without taking up no time, and he ain't really vetting you for nothing else. This show has been brought to you by A-Game, a male herbal solution. So if you want to be part of the A-Game family and you want the men in your life to be the part of the A-Game family, only one way to do it. Go into the description box and click the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com, and you can get a 10% discount using the code Kendra10. So put that in at checkout, you get a 10% discount, and your A-Game will be on its way. With that being said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. I want to thank everyone for their contributions through Super Chat, through Cash App. I want to thank everybody once again. Tutriv, thank you. And BM, thank you for the Cash App. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye, Crimsonites. Hey, guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys